Hello everyone, welcome to Broch in the south of Scotland, near the town of Stow, or the village of Stow, between Stow and Galashiels. And this is an Iron Age hillfort, or a broch as they're called in Scotland. And it was built by the Votadini people some 1800 or 2000 years ago. And we're in the middle of it. You can see it's a round building with stone walls that are mostly collapsed, and the big cairn that you can see there is almost certainly a modern addition or a modern semi-rebuilding of the original build. It's a cold, misty day. It's about 1 degree. You can see the mist on the hills. Hello Jackie girl, welcome back. And it's definitely well worth climbing up here. So if we go over here, you can see the entranceway. If I crouch down a little bit, you can see how that is definitely an entranceway. The door of the fort was here, probably with a couple of big stones either side of the defended entranceway. And you can see how there's a ditch either side of the wall with a kind of a circular depression in the middle. And it was probably used as a military structure. It's probably used for defence or for observation. It's a good place to see the local landscape, a good place to see any approaching Roman armies up the Gala Water Valley. You can see the curve of the Gala Water there, which is probably what gives the place its name, Bow Castle, the bow, the bend in the river, and the castle here on top of the hill. And it's probable that, or possible anyway, that the Roman army would have used the valley, used the rivers to move about, or possibly it was the Votadini people, the Scottish Iron Age Celtic people who used the valley to move around, used the river. So, isn't it a beautiful and fascinating place? You can imagine, if you ever come here or anywhere like this in South Scotland, any Celtic Iron Age place or Roman era place, you can imagine and you can be aware of the fact that there's been people here for easily 2,000 years. Spooky indeed. Saraya Mist, am I saying that right? Saraya Mist. Yeah, it is lovely. It is a beautiful place. It's a gorgeous place, in fact. It's very atmospheric. And like I said, there's been people here on this. Oh, here comes another person. I've never ever seen another person here, but there is another hill walker approaching with a dog, I think. I've never seen another person here. But yes, it is amazing to think that there's been people coming up. Kayla, oh hello Kayla, Michaela. It's amazing to think there's been people coming up this hill. Celtic people and Roman people for a good 2,000 years or more. Quite an amazing place. Quite a fascinating place, I'm sure you would agree with me. And you can see how much of the debris from the walls has been destroyed or fallen down the hill and is it's been destroyed and fallen down like that. There's a walker with a dog. Hello. It's a very enthusiastic dog you've got there. Hello there. Hello. Hello. Hiya. Hiya. I'm just live streaming at the moment. I'm just telling people about the history of the broch. Yeah. Wonderful place. Do you know much about it?
Very little.
Very little. A Celtic Iron Age hill fort during the Roman era. There's been Roman jewellery found in the walls here, so that's how we know it's a Roman era thing. Yeah. Why would anyone want to control this area? Well, it's a good place for looking out over the valley. You would see people approaching. You'd see armies coming here. If you were one of the Celts who was living here, you would see. Perhaps you'd have the Selgave coming here. If you were a Votadini person, there might be the Selgave would approach up the hills, or you would see the Romans coming here. So probably, in my mind anyway, this is a place where you would have an observation post. You would put a kind of a fort, a small fort up here, and you'd be able to see the valley. You'd be able to see any approaching invaders up here. A very useful, militarily useful place to put a fort, and you would also be able to see, if it wasn't misty, you can just about see one of the other brochs in the area, and then further on from that you could see that the proper major hill fort, one of the Votadini's major 3 hill forts at Trimontium. The Votadini had 3 major bases, Trimontium and Traprain Law and Edinburgh Castle. And there could have been a chain of signal stations or observation posts or brochs giving a good wide area of view over much of southern Scotland. So that's my interpretation of it anyway, that's what I think. So there we go, we shall, I think we'll finish there, because we've seen a little bit of the broch, we've seen a bit of the history. I've given you my interpretation of it a wee bit. And anybody is free to come here. We're on the A7, that's the road you might be able to hear there. The road that extends from Edinburgh down to Carlisle, or vice versa. And if you travel that road, if you're a little bit far south of Stow, you can look up and see, is there any other Iron Age structures? Yes, as I said, there's Trimontium, which was a major Votadini stronghold, and of course you had the Roman cavalry fort there as well. So yeah, you can look up from the A7 and see these pillars on top of the hill if you're careful. Also, if you look from the railway line, which goes Treebank to Edinburgh, you can see the broch on top of the hill as well. All right, we'll finish there. So thank you for watching, everybody, and make sure you subscribe to my channel here on YouTube, and you'll see more stuff like this. Thanks for watching. See you another time, everyone. Bye-bye.